Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Among Trees in episode 4. I'm your humble host, Unite the Clans. Today, if all goes well, we're actually going to get some things planted in here. We will craft the watering can and we'll get to work on growing vegetables. But we have a much more pressing goal for today. And I'm going to tell you what that is in a second if you don't know it already. But we found this adorable little friend last time, and we have now had him for 3 days, so we can do this. I named him Chopper after my dog, because that's what Chopper looks like when you pet him. Yeah, he's a little sweet boy. You're a good boy, but you're hungry. And you know what that means for us, breaking out the old F-rod and doing a little bit more fishing. Now, if you caught episode 2 at the end of it, I tried until I got so cold and tired that I nearly died, and I had no luck. So come with me, Chopper. We're going on an adventure, okay? And we're going to catch you some dinner, and hopefully catch some for us as well. So far, our cooking room and that cook pot have only been used to make vegetable cooked food. So maybe once we have a little fish in the inventory, we can make some better food. Now, I'm starving. I'm going to let that get real. Actually, you know what? We have 2 food items, at least. This one won't fill us all the way to the top. It just had 1 ruby beet in it. But we need to feed our little friend here. He's hungry, and by the end of the day, he will be very hungry. So this is my favorite spot for fishing. I've tried it a little bit more, but I still haven't caught anything, okay? So we're going to do that. You watch for ripples in the water and you cast. Now, if you pay attention, you can actually see little fishies under the water. And maybe once we see a ripple, we'll have a better idea of where to look for them. There was one way out there. The closer to the shore you can hook them, the happier you'll be. Because, yeah, you can see them in that little light blue area. You can see a little hint of fish. It's right there. Are you going to bite? You going to bite? You going to bite? No, I don't think... Well, maybe. Nope. Okay. Alright, so we're going to look for another ripple. And we will cast out into it. There was one way out there. So, it is a challenging game. You have to kind of keep the bar in between not enough tension and too much tension. And you do that mainly by moving the rod. But every 3 to 4 seconds, the fish changes direction. And it takes maybe 10 or 12 of these, depending on how far out the guy is when you hook him, to reel him all the way into shore. And when you do, be very careful, just a tip, not to hit the discard button, because it's the only button on your screen. So it's kind of like opening a container, but the container only exists while you've got the fish on the end of your line. So you want to have at least 2 inventory slots open when you get out here to do your fishing, and just be patient. I've got it now, right? I've got it now. I've got you. You are going to be dinner for my boy Chopper. Yes, you are. Come to Daddy. Come to the shore. Some of these got a lot of fight on them. I think we got a perch. Is this a perch? This feels like a perch. I tried this yesterday, guys, but I died of starvation right after I caught my first fish, so I had to restart the episode. Oh, no! Come on! Right here, up close to shore, that's when it gets really tricky, so be patient. Be patient and keep trying. And start at the beginning of a day on your, say, what would today be? Our 13th day? Something like that. And by the time you get here, you will have caught the hang of it. Now, the ripples are useful, but you don't need to wait for a ripple. You really don't. So just keep the rod, keep that right in the middle, and you can do it. I basically keep the clicker wheel down almost all the time. Okay, but you don't want to let that get too high or too low. So you can do that by adjusting the rod. I think maybe if you can keep it closer to the top, you'll reel him in faster. But when he gets up close like this, they really fight. They really put up a mean fight. Ugh, see that? Devilfish. Alright, I'm going to keep going till you're so hungry. I'm going to keep going. Are you very hungry yet? No, good. I'm going to keep going until I reel in some dinner for my boy, okay? Breakfast, hopefully. But dinner, if worst comes to worst. So far, your feedback on this game has been great. People talking about how much they enjoy just watching and relaxing, and I get it. Fishing in a game, any game, is supposed to be relaxing. Clearly, it causes me some stress. But the game in general, Really great art style, really chilled out music, and it seems like there's lots to do. We're still just getting started in this world, and I think we'll probably manage 8, maybe 10 episodes at least before I run out of things to build and adventures to go on. We can fully explore our map with some time and see just what's waiting out there in this world for us. And of course, it's early access. So, I see some fish right here. So if at some point we want to return and do more after we've kind of done our initial run, that's always going to be an option. So there are gentle breaks in direction, and then there are strong breaks. And you just got to not be too predictable. You got to be ready to not... You can't just get in a rhythm. He's going to break strong here soon. Watch this one. No, he's getting tired. He's getting tired. Come to daddy. Come to daddy. You're almost here. You're almost here. This is where I always do too much tension, so it's one of the strong breaks right next to shore that gets me. Oh, okay. That was almost it. I almost blew it. When in doubt, just keep the rod close to the fish. Beautiful. So we caught a pine bleak. Don't click this, otherwise you won't get it back. But a bleak fillet, okay? Oh yes, you're a good boy. He eats like my dog too. And you know what? The sun has really just come up. It's not even midday yet. So I'm going to cast again. We'll catch maybe 2 more. 1 for storage, so we can feed him when he gets hungry again. And then 1 for me. I'll make a little fish stew. Why not? Just in time. Rain perch. Okay. And our boy isn't starving yet, but we are. So, quick peek in the inventory. I have a perch fillet, a bleak fillet, and 3 fish bones, which I think we need at some point. So you had a good day out here by the lake? I bet you did. Guys, let's get home, and he is no longer hungry, and he won't be for 3 days. We've got the food when that happens, and we got a little bit of fish for ourselves. So let's head home. We will throw our fish in the cook pot and take a look at kind of what we can make from it. I don't know that the item that comes out will be any different, but you can see some of the stats here. High on temperature, good on hunger, and okay on hunger with not much there on temperature. So the perch fillet or whatever it was a little bit better than the bleak. But either way, a good day, and I finally mastered it. So we can put this cursed fishing rod away, and we can set out today to do a little bit of gardening in our brand new greenhouse garden extension, which by sunset or sunlight, sunrise, it looks truly beautiful. This game looks at all times like the best games look at sunrise and sunset. So it's pretty special. So let's put this one in here, and we'll find a vegetable. Do we have any? Our inventory's pretty low. Actually, so you know what? Maybe I'll hold on to our fish for now. I'll stash those, and we'll cook up some fish stew at some point. But it doesn't seem to be a highly superior food source compared to some of the vegetables, which is a wonderful sign for our greenhouse structure. So another day in the books. Tomorrow I will craft us the watering can. We'll take a quick peek before bed at what's required for that, and I might have to do a little exploration before we can make that happen. Bolts, nails, and stump moss. So I will. You've seen me find all these things. So I'm going to do some searching. I'll come back when we've got the watering can. And I know we have a few seeds in storage, but hopefully while I'm out and about, I can find more for us. So we've got 1, 2, turnip and ruby beet, and I think that's it for now. And, oh, okay, so I do have a bunch of food stored here, so we can always come back to that. With the fish bones in mind, I wonder if we ought to start thinking about the sewing room and a bigger backpack, because on any of our explorations, that tends to be an issue for us, is storage. So if you look here, we can do tools, resources. So sewing thread requires fishbone and rope. So once we get into that room, that will be good. So maybe that's something we think about later in the day. But for tomorrow, and it's almost here, I better go to bed. We're going to plant some vegetables here and water them. I'll begin the day by some exploration, find the resources we need, and when I come back to you, it will be veggie growing time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I think we're on day 16, and it looks like my boy is getting hungry again. So I spent the last couple days exploring, and I have to say, there's only one location on my map, and it's right up here, that I haven't picked clean. And the bear was there the last 2 days, and he wouldn't leave. So that means we're going to have to explore further and maybe push some of the boundaries of this map. The problem with that is this is kind of about as far as I tend to make it in a day before I turn around and come home. So I'm wondering if we need to, and let's head over here and take a look, if for our next exploration we need to do the tent and the campfire, which warm up during cold nights on the go and attach the campfire cooking kit to prepare meals, which is this. We kind of have all the resources for these three things, so we might do that. And the reason that I've been doing all the exploring was I was really hoping to find more seeds. Now, I've started to organize my storage up here and give us some of the things we need, but I don't have a lot in the seed department. I've got 2 each of beets and turnips, which will only fill up about half of our greenhouse. And I cannot remember if there are seeds for other items. I don't think so. I feel like these are the only 2 I've seen. The issue is, in the beginning of the game, I threw some away. So we're going to have to start exploring further before we can do that. And our next step involves the cooking pot, which I know involves this. What else was involved? Was it... Let's just take a stack of each thing, and when we get to the cooking pot, we'll figure it out. I'll put these away for 1 sec, and we'll grab... I already have rope. Grab a thing of pipe. I can't remember exactly what's needed for the cooking slot, but you can see one of our resources, the pipe, is low, so we won't be able to get too far. Bolts, nails, and stump moss. Let's craft. Gosh, that's a little loud. And we now have a watering can. So let's take a look at that in the inventory. This can will hold fresh water, which means I probably need to go fill it up at a lake. Although it looks like it comes full. Is that right? Well, let's see what we can do. I am going to... Let's jump back over here. We'll put away some of our resources and grab some more seeds. And put away you, and we'll take this. Okay, let's try our first planting. So, before it said no seeds in backpack, now, it's because I have this out. Okay, let's go back to the hand. Switch seeds or plant seeds. So we'll put ruby beets here. Okay, oh, cool. And ruby beets here. Now, thinking that there's only 2 options, we're going to put the turnip seeds on the other side. Ivory turnip. And you can see a small little pie wheel that looks like a clock. So that's probably going to fill up. And it tells us how much water these need. So let's just... And we'll see. Okay, so low on water. So let's... do a nice long pour, and we'll compare these 2, okay? No, it's about the same. Maybe it takes a... Oh, there we go. Okay. And if you make sure this is visible on your screen, you can watch it go up. Okay, so we'll make sure everything is fully watered. And the watering can seems to hold an absolute ton of water. So that's good for us. Let's go ahead and put this away. And we're going to grab some of the things we need for the tent, the campfire, and the cooking pot. Pipe was involved, sticks. I can't remember if cloth was, but that makes sense to me. But I think it was just rope and sticks. So one of these is my wood storage box. Not that one, this one right here. So we'll grab a couple of stacks of sticks, and we'll see about doing some crafting. Maybe we'll grab nails and bolts as well, because we could make the compass. And it actually sounds like it's raining. It is raining. First time I've come across that. Cool. I saw a brief drizzle at one point, but that's all I've managed to come across. So we've got a watering can. We don't need to make that. We need to make a tent. 4 rope and 6 sticks. Easy. And we now have a tent. All right. And campfire. 4 rope and 6 sticks. Craft it. Okay. And then 2 more items. Let's do we need 1 steel wire. It would be cool if your crafting station knew to pull from your storage boxes, but it's a very simple game at this stage. That's maybe a little bit more advanced. Campfire cooking kit. Uh-huh. And then the last thing, El Compasso, which is, I'm hoping, is Spanish for compass. So our inventory is going to be a lot more full. The issue with that means going to be less things that we can bring home with us. When we do return, we'll put away the cloth, and I'll stash some sticks right here for now. You can see inventory's getting a little bit more full, so we'll have to be careful about the things that we take with us. So you can see now on my hotbar, we've got tent, which is like that, okay. And I don't know if it's reusable, or if that red symbol means it can't be placed here, but I just in case it's a one-off, I don't want to do that. And campfire. So maybe this needs to go in a specific area, or I don't know what. We'll figure it out. But for today, let's take a look at our map. And I think we're going to try and head in the direction of that one area that I have yet to, harvest all the goods from. So I think it's this way. We can, let's see. Can I put the compass on the hotbar? I can. Okay. So we can check this. We're now headed southeast. So that's roughly where we need to go. Maybe a little bit more east than south. So let's go this way. Chopper's coming with us. Can you make it through today? Just hungry. I think we'll be fine. I need to fish for him when we get home tonight. But I didn't bring the fishing rod. Maybe I should have. My real-life pet, Chopper, he had an incident today. We're going to pick this up because we can cook with it tonight. He had an incident today, decided to have himself some horrific diarrhea. That was fun. I have a really trigger finger gag reflex, and God, did he test me today. He had some diarrhea right on his sleeping bed, and then he went and laid right down in it. What a goof of a dog. Look at this deer. I'm trying to get you guys a good look. They are truly psychedelic. I saw another one yesterday. If we could get close enough, you would get a really good look at them. They're hypercolor. They're like a black light kind of a thing. Look at them go. Amazing, right? Okay, so let's check the map. Ooh, we are going the wrong way. Okay, I'm going to loop around this, and I will try and get to that location. Hopefully the bear will be gone, and we can fill up our inventory with a couple more seeds, and I can always come back later for the wire and rope and stuff like that. But primary goal right through here. If you hear the music change or hear a little bleep, it means the bear has not moved on. But somewhere in this direction is a whole bunch of good loot. Dang it! Dang it, he just won't leave this place alone. Okay, so here's what we do, guys. We circle past him, try not to catch his attention, and we go push further afield. I am going to travel until sunset. And normally, if we're going a long way from home, I turn around before sunset happens. Oh yeah, you're making bear noises at me. Shut up, we're running the wrong way. And hopefully, further enough from home, we can find ourselves some useful new resources. And I've been collecting that hoof fungus. We're going to need that soon. And if I see the dogbane plant, which is kind of a tall, skinny, viney-looking plant, I will pick some of that up, because that's going to be needed in one of our upcoming expansions to the home as well. Is this it? No, this is not it. But hopefully we find some new sort of, a place that has a new feel. Obviously, this is one big forest biome, but if we push far enough, maybe we can find some new looking terrain. Okay, my friends, I am pushing into new and unmapped territory. Now, I've been around the map a good bit, but this is new, and we want to keep finding new stuff, but I see mountains up here, which leads me to believe we might be approaching one of those map edges, but it can't hurt for us to just keep going. Let's get as far as we can in one day and see what awaits us out in this distance. Oh, I thought we were at a map edge, guys, but this looks like it's meant to be traversed. Now, I'm letting myself get all the way hungry every time until those red alarm indicators pop up on my screen, but it looks to me like this is meant to be climbed, and maybe we can get up to above where I thought was the edge of the map. I will do some parkour, and I'll bring you back when I get up a little higher, if I can manage it, but it looks like it's meant to be climbed. Our fox friend has not followed us up the mountain, guys, and I think that's him down there, that little indicator. It takes some determination to keep working your way up this. The jump is it's always a little bit wobbly. You think you're up, and then you wobble down, or you fall off a little ledge that seemed like it was climbable a moment ago, like this. I don't know if I can get up this. Yeah, it seems like it. Okay. Aha! On top of the world, baby. Is there amazing loot waiting for us up here? Well, you can see the symbol in the top right, guys. It's nighttime. We have gone as far as a man can go in a day, and hopefully I'm going to be able to pitch my tent and camp for the night. What is up here? Nothing. What was this all for? Well, I'll explore this ledge in the morning, but let's try out the old tent. Equip number 3. And there we go. It's white now. And you hold in place. Tear down or sleep. Now, tear down might just give us resources back, but it might also let us pick it back up, and it might be a reusable thing. So we'll also place campfire. And I'm going to grab some basic resources. I'm going to start up a fire. And before we go to bed, I am going to do some cooking for us. Now, it shows that we've got this thing on the edges of our screen. That means I'm tired. I've hit the limit on 1 or 2 of my my indicators down there. So I'm just gonna grab sticks, and probably we won't end up needing the planks. But up here we should be able to start. Oh, it started itself. Place cooking kit. Oh, so we don't need sticks. Cook food. All right. Well, let's do that then. Oh, that's wonderful. And it's an endless supply of fire, unlike the cooking station in the cabin. All right. So we got food, and we will do one more. 1, 2. Now, is this ever edible? It can be, but we're going to save it because it's also a crafting resource. So, Foxy, you wait down there. I'll get you some fish in the morning, I promise. But we'll leave this all out here, and we will try this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll just make sure I pause for a minute and we get a nice screenshot of this. How do you do that? No, definitely not. It's not a Steam game. That's why. Haha. Okay, cool. So there you go, guys. Pick up rig. Campfire cannot be picked up, I don't think. Nothing there, but tent. Tear down tent. Now it goes right into this. All right. So the campfire's a one-off. Some rope and some sticks, and that's it. So we've left it way out here at the edge of the world. But I need food, and almost definitely my pet will need food before today is out. So we're going to work our way back to him, but I'm going to see if up atop this ridge is anything of value before we turn around and go home. We need some seeds. We need some new seeds for our greenhouse, and I don't want to go home empty-handed. We've got a whole day to make it back. We can do this. So as you explore this world, my friends, you start to get the impression that you were walled in on a couple of sides. And obviously that's what it feels like. I think we've reached an absolute map edge. I don't want to push. Actually, there's supposed to be a mountain here, so a little bit of graphical glitch right here. We're not supposed to see open blue sky. But it looks, according to where my map, like we're in a location that's not on the map. So we found a sort of unmapped hidden shelf up above the world, which is pretty wonderful. And no loot so far. I'm going to push a little bit further. It's taking us generally in the direction of home, but our fox is way back there. I'm hoping I can call him once we get closer, and he'll come and cover some of the distance, but we're way We're way up on the edge of the world. Luckily, there's no fall damage, because I might be stuck here with no simple path to get back down. Very beautiful, though, and unfortunately no big loot structures. But the world looks very cool from up here, doesn't it? Just a hazy, colorful beauty. Alright guys, I think I need to stop my exploration. I mean, we could keep going and use the tent for another night, but I'm worried about our little friend. Can I... Oh, the fox is too far away. Okay, so I may end up having to use the tent one more time, but I want to show you the map. I mean, look, we went a long way. So I'm going to circle my way back to him, and there is no fall damage, so we should, unless I get stuck, should be able to end up back down here. I will see if I can get home to him. I should have sent him home from where we were. But I'll get back to him. If I have to use the tent one more night, so be it. And then we will head home. No new seeds, no new loot locations, but we've got plants growing. And before I end today's episode, we're going to harvest our very first crop. Hello! Hello, how are you? Very hungry. Okay, well, you follow me, and let's go home. The day is getting late, my friends, and I don't know if I'll be able to make it back before it's too late. But we did make it our way back to Foxy, old choppy boy, I call him. And now we're headed home. Fun little exploration. I wish we managed to get ourselves some loot, but that will have to wait. The seeds and further loot. Let's not stress about it. Let's get home. We'll see how much our crops have grown. And like I said, I'll go through another day or two if need be in order to harvest crops and show you just what that looks like. Our crops have been growing for 2 days. Now let's take a little peek. Dead plant. Oh, that's not good. They need water every day. So going camping while planting plants, what a disaster. Now, dead plant, that's sad, but dead fox, that's an even sadder thing. Very hungry. I'm gonna get him some food before I call it a day today, guys. So, well, lessons learned. Do not go 2 days without watering your plants. I thought they'd be okay. Yeesh, now we really need to find a supply of seeds. What a mess of an episode. What a mess of an episode, I tell you. Well, I'll focus it on the exploration then and not the plant cultivation, because that is clearly not my specialty, my expertise. Now, we showed you fishing last time around, but you guys should be starting to get a hang of this yourselves. If you've been playing along with the game. Yeah, wait for that. We'll reel one in. You won't be waiting long, cutie. Oh, are you ready? Starving. We should never let that happen again. I think I'm just about a master fisherman, guys. It can be quite frustrating the first couple times you try this, but once you get the hang of it, I tell you, it is not the hardest thing in the world. And you can keep your fox friend fed. I've already gotten him one piece of meat, so he is no longer starving. But we did a whole lot of exploration today. We made the tent, the campfire, and the camp cooking kit. But in all that exploration, we didn't find a single location, new location for loot. That was close. That was very close. You're mine. You're mine. Yes, you are. Another pine bleak. Okay, perfect. You're not hungry at all, are you? You're not. Okay, well, you're a good boy. Very good boy. Alright, guys. I'm hungry, and it's the end of another day here. when we return, I am going to have to find us some new seeds. Not sure exactly what that will mean. Maybe we leave this guy at home and we further explore that ledge. We get up here and we go the other way. But I'm thinking we might head into this region right over here, past the crystal cave that we found, and see what we might be able to locate for ourselves out in this chunk of the map, or if not, up here beyond it. We've now found what is definitively an edge of the map, this big thick border, so if I wanted to, we could come back out to this location, work our way up the stairs, and explore all the way around it once we knew our crops weren't going to die while we did so. So I need to find us more seeds. That will be a goal for next episode, and we can begin cultivating some crops. But today has been a good one. Lots of fun exploration. I'm sorry I let our crops go. Who knew they couldn't last 2 days? I mean, we slept one night out on the ridge, and that was just about it. But I'm enjoying the game, guys, and you seem to be too. It's beautiful, it's chill, and unless you run into the bear, it's the most laid-back game ever. We have 2 new extensions to build, a brewing room and a sewing room for this little cabin, so we definitely have more content ahead of us, and in my immediate future is a lot more exploration. Let's see just how big this world really is, and what secrets are awaiting us out beyond these unexplored areas. But that does it. That does it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you're enjoying. I certainly am. And hit me up in the comments if you have suggestions for what we should play next, because 4, maybe 5 episodes from now, we'll have done just about everything there is to do in the pre-alpha version of Among Trees, and we'll need something new to play together. So if you've got ideas, let me know down below. But that does it for this one. I will have another episode of Among Trees coming your way tomorrow, and I can't wait to dive back in. Thank you, guys. Love you, and I will see you soon.